I got a DM from the hottest girl in school saying, "Party Friday night at mine. Really hope you can make it. I've been wanting to get to know you better." I stared at the DM. Stephanie had just invited me to her party, and I had a girlfriend. That should have been the end of it. Delete the message. Pretend it never happened, but I couldn't stop reading it. "Party Friday night at mine. Really hope you can make it. I've been wanting to get to know you better." Stephanie's parties were legendary. People posted about them for weeks afterward. Now she was inviting me, wanting to get to know me better. That never happened. I was nobody, just a guy who sat in the back of most classes and played basketball without getting much court time. Stephanie was the most popular girl in school. Every guy wanted her attention, and here she was giving me hers with a kiss emoji. But I had Claire, my girlfriend of almost a year. We were solid, and I loved her. Everyone knew we were together. Stephanie definitely knew since we'd all been at the same school events, and Stephanie and Claire even had mutual friends. So what was this? I kept rereading the message. "I've been wanting to get to know you better," with a kiss emoji. That wasn't casual or friendly, that was flirting. It was more than flirting. Then another message appeared. "Just you though, more fun that way." My hands were shaking as I read that. Was she seriously hitting on me? Did she not care that I had a girlfriend? Or was this some kind of test? That thought stuck with me. What if Claire put her up to this? What if this was one of those loyalty test things? But that seemed crazy. Why would Claire do that when we trusted each other? I decided to ignore the messages, thinking if I didn't respond, Stephanie would move on. But the next day at school, I saw her in the hallway with her friends, and when she saw me, she smiled and actually waved at me while her friends looked over too. That never happened. Stephanie had never acknowledged my existence before. At lunch, another DM came through. "Saw you today. You looked good. Still hoping you'll come Friday." My hands were sweating and this was getting worse. I had to tell Claire. After school, I went to her place and found her on the couch scrolling through her phone. "Claire, I need to talk to you about something." "What's up?" I sat down and showed her the DMs, including the party invitation, the "more fun that way" message, and the "you looked good" text from today. Claire read through everything while I waited for her reaction, expecting anger or jealousy or something. She handed my phone back. "So Stephanie's being Stephanie. What do you mean?" "She does this sometimes. Gets bored, flirts with random guys. It doesn't mean anything." "It doesn't mean anything?" "She's literally asking me to come to her house alone and saying she wants to get to know me better." Claire shrugged. "You're not going though, right?" "No, of course not. But aren't you even a little bothered by this?" "Why would I be bothered? You told me about it. You're being loyal. That's all that matters." Her tone was too casual, like she'd been expecting this. "You're really not upset?" "Babe, I trust you. That's what matters in a relationship." She kissed my forehead and went back to her phone. But something about her reaction felt rehearsed, like she'd practiced it, and how she emphasized trust felt deliberate. Was she testing me? The thought wouldn't leave my mind. For about a week, everything went back to normal. Claire and I hung out, went to school, and acted like the Stephanie situation never happened. She never mentioned it, and neither did I. The party had already happened, and obviously I didn't go. I thought maybe I'd been paranoid. Then one afternoon, Claire and I were driving back from getting food when she started telling me about her friend. Oh my god, so Jess just told me the craziest thing. She was worried her boyfriend was cheating, right? So she actually hired this girl to test him. I was eating fries, only half paying attention. Test him how? Like, the girl DM'd him and started flirting, invited him to hang out, the whole thing, just to see if he'd go through with it. I stopped chewing. And did he? Oh yeah, he failed immediately. Started sending her pictures and everything. Jess dumped him right away. Claire laughed. Honestly, it's kind of genius. Like, if you're going to cheat during a loyalty test, you were definitely going to cheat eventually anyway. My heart started racing. Who's the girl that does this? I don't know. Jess didn't say. Apparently she does it for a bunch of people though. It's like her side hustle or something. Claire seemed so casual about it, like this was completely normal. I looked over at her. "Claire, was Stephanie the girl? Did you hire her to test me?" The car suddenly felt very small. Claire's whole body went stiff and she turned to look at me with this shocked expression. "What? No, why would you say that?" But her voice cracked and she was pulling out her phone. "I need to text Jess really quick." Her hands were shaking as she typed. I knew right then. Stephanie's DM, the party invitation, Claire's weirdly calm reaction when I told her about it. All of it had been a setup. Claire had tested me. She finally admitted it 3 days later, crying and saying her ex had cheated on her, so she needed to know. But by testing me, she destroyed the one relationship where she didn't need to worry. We broke up.